places I've been. From mountains to oceans and all in between. There's still a little bit of your song. Not alone in this old empty world. I will be there beside you, girl. The thunder and the hail in the middle of the night, looking for a way, searching for days. Other times, forgotten space. Your eyes looked from your mother's face. Wildflower seed, sand and stone. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street. The fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before.
Hey folks. I'm just jumping on here to do a quick test stream, really. Hey, Frusciante, how are you doing? So nice to see you. Thank you for that subs. That's amazing. This is just another test stream, really. I'm doing a test stream because I've been tweaking my audio settings a little bit since I got this new PC. I've rebuilt my streaming setup on this new PC, and inevitably that led to lots of tweaking. Couldn't resist. No, actually, there were some plugins I used to use on my old computer that I couldn't transfer over. I couldn't find the serials and stuff like that, and I didn't want to, buy them again. so I thought, how can I recreate or just use other plugins to achieve the same sort of thing? So that takes you down a different path, doesn't it? But congrats with new PC. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, these particular ones didn't use iLock or anything like that, so it wasn't like transferable. They were like really old ones, And I couldn't find the original downloads and all that stuff. And yeah, some of the more modern ones were that type of thing, that you could just transfer them. So I'm going to start off with, I was doing a little sound check yesterday. And I've got a Grateful Dead song here called Fire on the Mountain. I'm going to start with that. So the idea is I'm going to do a few test songs, maybe play for an hour or so, and then I can listen back to it then and see what I think in terms of the balance, in particularly the sound of the guitar. I liked the sound of the vocal on the last stream, some nice compression on it. But I thought the guitar was a bit thin. So we'll see. We'll see.
Distance run, what you standing there for? Get up, get out, get it out of the door. You're playing cold music on the barroom floor, drowned in your laughter and dead to the core. The dragon with matches loose on the town takes a whole pail of water just to cool him down. Fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Almost ablaze, still you don't feel the heat. Takes all you've got just to stay on the beat. You say it's a living, we all gotta eat. But you're here alone, there's no one to compete. If mercy's in business, I wish it for you. More than just ashes when your dreams come true. Fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Fire. ambulance runner, what you holding out for? Caught in slow motion, in a dash for the door. The flame from your state is now spread to the floor. Gave all you had, why you wanna give more? The more that you give, the more it will take. To the thin line beyond which you really can't fake. Fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Fire, fire on the mountain.
Fire on the Mountain. Hey, Nullabye Music, how you doing? I'd love to see you play the intro to Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers wearing this cap. Is this a Red Hot Chili Peppers hat, is it? Well, it's quite cold in here tonight, so I thought I'd put my warm hat on. This is the hat I wear when I go walking up the hill. Hey, Crowley's in. How you doing? Looking cool. Well, it's keeping me warm, actually. Quite the opposite of cool. But, yeah. Nice to see you, folks. This is just a test stream, really. I've been tweaking the audio settings on my DAW that feed into OBS and all that stuff. And, you know, you can do little tests by yourself, can't you? But there's nothing like a real-world test to go through a few songs and then just listen back. Oh, goodness me. Fast Eddie. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for the resub, my friend. That's awesome. 13 months, Eddie. That went quickly, didn't it? How are you doing, my friend? Right. Have I got anything? No, I've got nothing in the queue, guys. We've just done Fire on the Mountain there, so I can mark that one as played. Oh, is it? That's misbehaving again. For some reason, my streamer song list keeps kind of breaking its link to the... Oh, there we are. Right. Let's try that again then. That worked this time. For some reason it keeps forgetting that there's a connected setting, isn't there, in the... Anyway, it never used to undo itself, but it started doing that. Never mind. So yeah, please take a look at the list if you feel that way inclined. Love to play a song for you. I thought so. My keyboard's got a capo on. All right, I'm going to hit my random button and see what happens. But if you guys make requests, I'll bump those up and get rid of the random selections. Ripple, nah, I don't fancy playing that at the moment. Let's see what else it comes up with. Half the World Away, okay. I was chatting with someone about this the other day. Hey, Crowley, thank you. Brilliant, thanks guys. Right, so my random button has selected a few there, but Crowley, bless you, has put one in, so that will go straight to the top of the list. And this will be a nice one to test the audio settings, actually. Actually, Crowley, you may well be the best judge of the audio settings, because you're here nearly every stream. It's incredible. So grateful to you for that. I felt last time I'd added some nice compression to the mic, and I was quite happy with the way the vocal sounded, and it was sat nicely in the mix. It wasn't too loud, it wasn't too quiet. It was just the right amount of compression on it. It sounded good, I was happy with it. But I felt that the guitar was a little bit sort of lacking in body at times, and so I've tweaked the guitar settings just to try and give it a bit more presence, a bit more top end. And it's compressed a bit more as well, so hopefully it's going to lift the quieter bits up a bit, you know? What you've got to bear in mind, though, is that the guitar's coming through its own channel, plus there's a fair amount of it being picked up through this mic, because this mic is extremely sensitive. So the difference from my tweaking is quite subtle, probably. But I know I'm going to hear it. Yeah, this is a large condenser, so it picks up the whole room.
I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. Words fall through me, always fool me, and I can't react. And games that never amount to more than their meant will play themselves out. Take this sinking bow and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it known. Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. Moods that take me and erase me, and I'm painted black. You have suffered enough and warred with yourself. It's time that you won. sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now. Falling slowly, sing your melody. I'll sing it loud. Bring me rocks. Thank you for the sub. 33 months. That's amazing. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it known. You've made it known.
Hey, BMR, how you doing? You like the hat? This is, it's not just a comedy hat that I genuinely wear this out and about when I'm going for walks and things. It's very, very warm. And it's quite chilly here tonight. And the forecast is for it to be like 1 degree all night. So just above freezing. Thank you, Crowley. That was your request. Oh, Crowley, bless you. Thank you. I was just about to ask you. I was going to say, is it any different at all? But the fact that you're saying the sound is great, that's wonderful, my friend. Thank you. All my tweaking. Well, I would be delighted if, when I listen back to it, if I'm happy with it, and then I can just use these settings for the next few months without constantly feeling the need to tweak it. Because I do go through these phases. Hey, Francine, over on Kick. How are you? Good evening indeed. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Now then, I've got a couple of songs in the queue, guys. But they were just chosen by my random button. Ooh, note to self, must change the font sizes on those or increase the width. Yeah, so if you guys make requests, I will bump those up. But otherwise, I'm quite happy to carry on with the random suggestions for now, anyway. Yeah, I was in somebody else's stream the other day, and they were doing this song, Half the World Away. And we got talking about it, and they said they would request it next time they came into my stream.
I would like to leave this city. This old town don't smell too pretty, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. And when I leave this lock myself into a soul asylum, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. So here I go, I'm still scratching around in the same old hole. My body feels young, but my mind is very old. So what do you say? You can't give me the dreams that are mine anyway. You're half the world away, and half the world away, and half the world away. I've been lost, I've been found, but I don't feel down. And when I leave this planet, you know I'd stay, but I just can't stand it. And I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. And if I could leave this spirit, find me a hole and I live in it, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. So here I go, I'm still scratching around in the same old hole. My body feels young, but my mind very old. So what do you say? You can't give me the dreams that are mine anyway. You're half the world away, half the world away, half the world away. I've been lost, I've been found, but I don't feel down. No, I don't feel down. No, I don't feel down.
Hey, that was requested by my random button. Oh, my mouse is being an idiot. Okay, right, gotcha. Sorry about that. Hey, Crowley, thank you for the request. Too Stoned to Cry, coming up. Hey. On YouTube, Philip Dumont says, yes, sound is excellent. Great balance between the vocals and guitar. Thank you, Philip. That's brilliant of you. Thank you for saying that. Because you never quite know. And I'm monitoring, I've got these in-ear things in, and that's coming straight off my looper. But the sound you're hearing is coming out of my DAW, so you're hearing like a completely different output to what I'm actually listening to. So I can't tell how well balanced it is or isn't. So I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Right. Crowley, you've requested the next song. We've only got the one song in the queue, guys, so if you care to make a request, You won't have to wait long. It'll be next up. Too Stoned to Cry. What a great song this is. I love it. And not too many people have heard of this guy. Andrew Combs, I think, is the author of this song. And I've told the story of how I came by it a few times. There's a lovely old guy in our local open mic, and he's way older than me. He's been around a long time. Lovely guy called Richard. And he came up to me one week and he said, "I've got just the song for you." and he wrote it. He'd written it down on a little piece of paper for me and he gave it to me. So I looked it up on YouTube and I loved it straight away. So I've been doing it ever since.
Lonely as these days are long, as dark as the night bird's song, the strange way of living has bled my heart dry. I'm lonesome, I'm too stoned to cry. My clothes, they're ragged and worn. I'm a sailor who's caught in the worst kind of storm. The water keeps rising, but I'm getting by. I keep walking, I'm too stoned to fly. Whiskey and wine, and pills for the pain, and fast, easy women, and a little cocaine. I'm walking the line between hell-bent and high. I ain't happy, just too stoned to cry. I'm living from town to town. I've always been lost, I ain't never been found. They say that Jesus can save me, but that was a lie. I keep trying, but I'm too stoned to die. Keep trying, I'm too stoned to die. There's whiskey and wine, and pills for the pain, and fast, easy women, and a little cocaine. I'm walking the line between hell-bent and high. Ain't happy, just too stoned to cry. I ain't happy, just too stoned to cry.
Hey, that was Crowley's request. Hope you enjoyed that, Crowley. Yeah, it's a nice song, that one, isn't it? Beautiful. Thank you, Crowley. Thank you very much. Very encouraging with your lovely comments. Thank you. Hey, Nullabine McCarth's. Your request up next, and it's a Gillian Welch song that I really like. Great song. Look at Miss Ohio. While I'm looking for the lyrics, let me see if I can do a video shout out for Nullabine Music, previously known as McCarth's on Twitch. And I can see you're on Kick as well. I saw your name appear in Kick there, I think. Yes, I did, yeah. Yeah, looking forward to the weekend. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm off tomorrow as well. So it's going to be a slightly longer weekend for me, which is always lovely, isn't it? Having the Friday off. So yeah, while I look for these lyrics, please listen to a clip of Nullabine Music and give them a follow. Wonderful stuff. That sounded really solid. And as you could tell from that, Nullabine tends to stream, what's that, 4-day work weeks in Wales. Well, we can if we want to. We can work like compressed hours, they call it. So you still work your full weekly hours, but you can actually do it over 4 days instead of 5 if you want to. Some of my colleagues do that. So you have 4 long days, obviously, but those who do it say they'd never go back. But I haven't tried it myself yet. But yeah, sorry, I was talking about Nullabine Music, who frequently streams himself from his home base, but also, you know, real life gigs as well, which is always nice to watch. Won't you look at Miss Ohio? Do you know what? My paper says Capo 7, and I'm going to drop it down to 5 because I'm sure that'll feel nicer. Oh me, oh my, oh, won't you look at Miss Ohio? She's running around with the rag top down. Says I wanna do right, but not right now. Gonna drive to Atlanta, live out this fantasy, running around with the rag
top down. Yeah, I wanna do right, but not right now. Had your arm around her shoulder, a regimental soldier. Mama starts pushing that wedding gown. Yeah, you wanna do right, but not right now. Oh me, oh my, oh, won't you look at Miss Ohio? She's running around with the rag top down. Says I wanna do right, but not right now. I know all about it. You don't have to shout it. I'm gonna straighten it out somehow. Yeah, I wanna do right, but not right now. Oh me, oh my, oh, won't you look at Miss Ohio? She's running around with the rag top down. Says I wanna do right, but not right now. Yeah, I wanna do right, but not right now.
Hey, that was Look at Miss Ohio, Gillian Welch. That was all the way for Lullaby Music down there in Australia. What time is it in the morning there at the moment there, McCarths? Did I just see a comment from... I did, from my friend Alex on Facebook. Sounds amazing, Alan. Much better down at 5. Hope life is good. I'm very well, thanks, Alex. Hope you're well, my friend. It's so nice of you to drop in. This is a regular music stream that I do. I stream regularly on Twitch, mainly as a way of just, you know, keeping my hand in, really, and avoiding the rust setting in too deeply. So it's become a nice little weekly habit. I stream every Monday evening, and then occasionally just do a pop-up stream, you know, randomly within the week. So tonight it happens to be Thursday. proper Yellowstone music, absolutely. I have a song list online, Alex. I don't know, can we... Because I'm streaming to Twitch and Kick and YouTube and Facebook at the moment. So most of the action is on Twitch. And there's chat commands. You know, you can put commands in the chat and then it gives you responses. So if I do this and show you the queue, it'll show you the queue of, you know, what's coming up next. But it also spits out the link to my song list. So I've got a list there with about 160 odd songs on it. And you can just request a song that you like and it'll appear on my list on my screen here and I'll sing it for you. That's how it works. But next up on my list, speaking of which, Francine over on Kick has requested one of my own songs. It's called Carry On, so I'll do that one next. Can you see the link, Alex? Did it copy it over to Facebook for you? Because I'm not sure if it would have. Hopefully it did. This is one of my own songs. It's called Carry On.
Pass me the map. I think we took a wrong turn. Driving in circles, we missed the signs. Give me directions, right back to the good times. 'Cause there's so much left to learn. Carry on, carry on. Take my hand and never let it go. Carry on, carry on. We're just trying to find our way back home. There's no going back. The bridge is all burned down, and smoke escapes to a million stars. Memories like fireflies, sparks in the dark, rings on fingers in wedding gowns. Carry on, carry on. Take my hand and never let it go. Carry on, carry on. We're just trying to find our way back home. We are lost out in the fog, can't break through. Can't you hear my voice calling you? Carry on, carry on. Take my hand and never let it go. Carry on, carry on. We're just trying to find our way back home. Everybody needs a place called home.
Francine, that was your request. One of my own songs, Carry On. Hope you enjoyed it. I sometimes do a little loop thing on the end of that one, but decided not to then. Francine says, I love it when you are streaming in my morning. I always listen with one earphone at my work. Oh, that's great. Wonderful. I quite often, when I'm working from home, I quite often have Twitch on my phone to one side, and sometimes with the earpiece in as well. Someone asked for some Ryan Adams too. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, there is a fair bit of Ryan Adams on my list. So, Paul on Facebook, thank you for sharing the link to the song list so Alex could see it. Thanks, folks. I'm just scrolling back through the chat just to see if... did somebody mention Ryan Adams? There's one or two Ryan Adams songs on my list. In fact, I think I have more Ryan Adams songs on my list than any other music streamer on Twitch. I can't see any reference to Ryan Adams, but... we need a random Ryan. That's a good idea. I could make a button that did that. All right then. I'm going to pick a Ryan Adams song. They asked for Ryan Adams or Counting Crows a while back. Oh, right. It's funny how you completely miss stuff, isn't it? I mean, if somebody asks for that right in the middle of a song, and chances are I've got my eyes closed, you know. Francine's asking Nullabye, when is your CD coming out? Are you recording something at the moment? This is one of my favourite Ryan Adams songs to play, and many of you will know Bebumstead, another fellow Twitch streamer. He often raids this channel, bless him, very grateful to him for that, and he often requests this song. I think partly because he likes it, but equally because he knows how much I enjoy playing it. It's a great song. Right, Invisible Riverside.
Guess I'll show my hand. Either way I'm losing. Used to have the goods back when I couldn't use them, standing by the ocean, like I'm frozen here in time. Yes, so don't let go, don't change your mind. The stars fall into the ocean side. Someone pull the ribbons from my eyes. Free my soul. Let it roll away on an invisible riverside. I didn't travel far, but my feet were moving. Couldn't read the signs, they were too confusing. Driving to the ocean, down Sunset Boulevard. Yes, so don't let go, don't change your mind. If the stars fall into the ocean side, someone pull let it roll away on an invisible riverside. Let it roll away, let it roll away, let it roll away, let it roll. We've got nothing now but time. Yes, so don't let go, don't change your mind. If the stars fall into the ocean side, someone pull the hands from my eyes, free my soul, let it roll away, an invisible riverside.
Hey, that was a random Ryan song. Hey, Philip. Yes, great Ryan Adams selection. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. We got another Ryan Adams song coming up next. Crowley has requested "Come Pick Me Up," which I also play the harmonica on. So that'll be some different noises. Some interesting discussions there about CD players and CD writers and things. Yeah, I just got myself a brand new PC last week. So I've been rebuilding my streaming setup. You know, having to reinstall all the audio things and all the audio plugins, and then OBS and all the OBS plugins and everything, starting from scratch. You can imagine it's been quite a lot of work. And anyway, I got this brand new PC, and of course PCs these days, they don't come with CD players built in, CD writers built in like they used to. Indeed, the case I selected was one specially designed for use as an audio PC, because it's exceptionally quiet. By contrast to the old PC, I can't believe how noisy the old one was. You know, you flick it on and immediately you can hear the fans. This new one, you put it on and it's like, ooh, is it on? You just cannot hear it. It's just silent. But it hasn't got a space in the case for a CD writer. So I think the idea is these days, if you need to burn CDs, you just buy like an external USB thing, don't you? So I'll have to get one of those. Francine's asking, Alan, do you have a CD of your own? I've got some stuff. I used to be in a band called Red Hill with a friend of mine, and you know we had a band around us, and so there's a few things out on that name, and it's on Spotify and so on. But it's really old, you know, and most of the material was written by my friend rather than myself, although some of it was written by me. All the originals that I play on my stream, I haven't gone into a studio and recorded properly. And I'm not very focused at recording things at home. I like the creative aspect of it, but I don't like having to be the technician as well. You know, so if I can go in a studio somewhere and just, you know, have someone there who's arranging all the mics and twiddling all the knobs, that's great. And that allows me to just sit down and focus on, you know, being the artist, if you like. Whereas at home, I've got all the technology to record it, but it's just that sort of split cognitive demand, if you like, of having to be the engineer and the artist. It just doesn't work for me. Having said that, there's probably a fair amount of just laziness in there as well. So the nearest, if you want to listen to my stuff, if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a playlist there called the Bedhead versions or something. And basically they're like, when I write a new song, I always like to try and record an early version of it, and I put it on that YouTube playlist. So those are probably even though they're like early versions of the songs, you know, they're not bad recordings. It's all essentially just like this, though, you know, one take live stuff straight into the computer. So there's a link to my YouTube anyway. Right, another Ryan Adams song, Come Pick Me Up. Thank you, Crowley, for the request. We've got nothing in the queue after this one, guys, so whoever requests the next song, you're not going to have long to wait. Francie says, I don't know anything about computers. My husband found 17 of your originals. I have them on my phone. That's amazing. Yeah, are you talking about my stuff, or are you in a conversation with Nullabye now? I didn't know I had 17 originals. Well, I have, but I didn't know I had that many on YouTube. But maybe you weren't talking to me. Yeah, I agree. Real CDs are nice, you know. I never quite made the transition to Spotify, as most of the world seems to have done. I like still buying, you know, if I get into an artist, I will buy their CDs because I know it's putting more money in their pockets, you know.
When they call your name, do you walk right up, the smile on your face? Will you cower in fear in your favorite sweater with an old love letter? I wish you would, and I wish you would come pick me up, take me out, fuck me up, steal my records, and screw all my friends. They're all full of shit. The smile on your face, then you do it again. And I wish you would. When you're walking downtown, you wish I was there. Do you wish it was me? With the windows all clear, the mannequin's eyes, do they all look like mine? You know you could, and I wish you would come pick me up, take me out, fuck me up, steal my records, and screw all my friends behind my back. The smile on your face, and then you do it again. And I wish you were. I wish you'd make up my bed so I could make up my mind. Trying for sleeping instead. Maybe you'll rest sometime, and I wish I could. And I wish I could.
Hey, that was Crowley's request. Hope you enjoyed that, Crowley. Thank you for the request. It's good fun. I like that song. Hey, thank you for the claps. Hey, we seem to have a few more viewers on Kick at the moment. DJ Anas something. I just found you, man. Welcome in, welcome in. So glad you could make it. And Francine saying hi to Dr. Real Good as well. DJ Anas, cool, awesome. Hey, thank you, Philip, on YouTube. Hey, Nullaby, yeah, you were talking there about vinyl. It does seem to be an increasing trend, doesn't it? People going back to vinyl. And I know, you know, I follow lots of songwriter types on Instagram and so on. And I'm aware of, you know, of course, you become the target of various advertising campaigns, don't you? And there's all these companies now that you can press vinyl for you, you know, really small runs of vinyl and so on. Trying to appeal to, you know, anyone who wants to release their thing on vinyl. I think it's quite expensive to do that, but I'm sure if you're that way inclined, just to hold a piece of vinyl in your hand that's got your own music on it, must be quite a nice feeling. I don't have a turntable anymore. I made the transition to CD and never went forward or back. I know people go on about the warmth of vinyl and all that, but I think just for sheer sound quality, you can't really beat CDs, can you? Did we get raided by Justin? Hey Justin, how are you doing? Good morning to you, my friend. How was your stream, Justin? Welcome in everybody that's just come in with Justin as well. Justin's regularly hangs out here with his guitar in hand and jams along to tunes that I play. So good to see you, Justin. Please, everybody, go follow Justin Hennessy. He's a wonderful musician. Really likes sort of funky stuff. You know, like some of the stuff that I do, like, what's that J.J. Cale one? After Midnight, things like that. But he likes really sort of funky stuff as well. It was a very funky affair on Friday. Excellent. Funky Friday. Sounds good. Hey, Mario, how you doing? Love the hat. Yeah, well, it was cold here this evening, so I wanted to put my hat on. This isn't like a comedy hat. This is the hat that I wear when I go out walking and so on. Justin, I'd love to play a song for you if you're sticking around. Quite understand if you have to get off to work or anything like that. I realise it's early in the morning for you. Another one of our friends from Down Under. In the meantime, Nullaby has requested Down in a Hole. And do you know what? I still haven't heard the original of this song. I think we've already established I'm a big Ryan Adams fan. Well, Ryan did a cover of this song, and that's the only version I've heard. I should really, one of these days, seek out the original, shouldn't I? Oh, do you know what? Occasionally, my papers go out of order, and it really confuses me. And, right, it's very frustrating when you can't find what you're looking for, because they've the order has just... they're not in any order. Right, okay, we might not be able to find Down in a Hole. No. Oh, there's one, right, there's one page of it. Ah, there we are. I'm more organised than I thought I was. The other page was already on the stand. Dear me. Right, I'm going to switch guitar for this one because my piece of paper's telling me to. Because this is quite a high one to sing otherwise, so this guitar is detuned a whole tone. Just for occasions like this.
Softly in this room, I give this part of me for you. Sand rains down and here I sit, holding red flowers in a tube. Down in a hole and I don't know if I can be saved. See my heart, I decorate it like a grave. You don't understand who they thought I was supposed to be. Look at me now, I'm a man who won't let himself be. Down in a hole, losing my soul. Down in a hole, losing control. I'd like to fly, but my wings have been sold tonight. Down in a hole and they put all the stones in their place. I've eaten the sun so my tongue has been burned of the taste. I have been guilty of kicking myself myself in the teeth. I will speak no more of my feelings beneath. Down in a hole, losing my soul. Down in a hole, losing control. I'd like to fly, but my wings have been so denied. give this part of me for you. Sand rains down and here I sit, holding red flower in a tube.
Down in a hole, kind of. I must listen to the original of that sometime. Hey, thank you for the claps. Thank you, Eddie. Now then, hey, Carrick is in. Carrick has requested one of my originals, Firebird. But, sorry, I've just noticed Justin has made a request, and as a thank you for the raid, Justin, I will bump that right up to the top for you, sir. Thank you so much. Sorry, Carrick, but you understand, right? And yeah, it's a regular one, isn't it? Guitar in hand, Justin? You playing along? I've had a few conversations about that software that we were talking about last week, Justin. Sonobus was it called? The one that potentially allows you to jam sort of online in real time. Somebody suggested to me it was quite good, you know, if you're just playing games and things like that, but for real-time audio stuff, particularly as we're like on opposite ends of the planet, they were very doubtful that it would be useful. Oh, you're walking to the train this morning, okay. So I guess you haven't got the guitar in hand. That would be cool, wouldn't it? So, this one. Scat Cat streams using it, okay. And do they bring in other musicians then, and as part of their stream? I wonder if that's the case. You know, are they jamming with other musicians who are still fairly local to them? Oh, 5 of them, wow. Or maybe it is more impressive than... I can't remember who I was talking to, but they were very doubtful, but I don't know how experienced they were with it, so... That sounds incredibly impressive. I'd love to know, technically, how does that work, you know, because there's inevitably going to be latency, isn't there? So from that software point of view, you know, the challenge is how do you overcome the latency so that people can play in time without varying amounts of latency between them that would throw them all out of time. All right then, let's have a look. But it would be really good fun to mess about with it and to, you know, see if it was feasible. How viable is it, you know? Yes, yeah, Nullabite. I'd had similar thoughts that it must work along those lines. Otherwise, how could it work? That was the conclusion I came to as well, just in thinking it through, that it would have to work in that sort of way.
chug a lug and shout. We're gonna stimulate some action, get some satisfaction. We're gonna find out what it's all about. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna shake your tambourine. After midnight, it's gonna be peaches and cream. We're gonna cause talk and suspicion, give an exhibition. We're gonna find out what it's all about. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out.
The bass is a little loud. Thank you for mentioning that.
After midnight,
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about
let
it.
it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out.
So strange. The looper did something really weird there, and it sort of skipped like a half a measure or something, and then the vocals were out of sync. Who knows? But thank you for mentioning that the bass was too loud. I have been tweaking my audio settings, and this is like a test screen, but hey, aren't they all? So it's... Thank you for mentioning that, because I will pay particular attention to that one when I listen to it back, and then obviously I will tweak the knobs and the faders to compensate if that was a little bit too bassy. So we've got 2 songs left in the thingy, and I'm going to close the requests there actually, because I don't want to turn anybody's requests away, and I don't want to be playing all night. So we've got a couple of songs left. Firebird is up next, Carrick's request. That comment there about the bass being too loud, is that something that others would agree with? Was the bass too loud on that one? Yeah, a little. Okay, good, thank you. I've been tweaking yesterday, so... and I've added a bit more... What did I add? I think I put a different compressor on the loop track. Okay, so Justin says a little, Eddie says a smidge. So... So, do I mess about with compression again, or do I just EQ it out to... Or do I just lower the... my bass thing? Various ways of tackling that one. Oh, I wonder, this is a good test actually. Does that sound too bassy, or is it only when it comes through in the loop? So if I record that... So when the loop started then, was it suddenly more bassy? Right, this next song is called Firebird, and it's been requested by Carrick Jr. Thank you, Carrick. And Crowley's requested Hallelujah to finish tonight. Justin's asking, oh, Alan, what was the rhythm track you used for After Midnight? Do you mean in terms of which particular RC600 rhythm patch was it? I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I'll dig it out and I'll message you with it. Okay, did you like it? I was going through different ones, and I liked that one. It kind of reminded me of a sort of Happy Mondays kind of Manchester type thing, you know, from the 90s. All right, this is my own song. It's called Firebird. Firebird, did you fly too high?
Reaching for the stars, did you go too far this time? Firebird, you're dreaming alone, dreaming of the day, gonna get away and come back home. Where did you go? And I've been looking all over for you. Where did you go? 'Cause I can't find you. Sing for me, my Firebird, a song that I've never heard, that I never heard you sing. Firebird, I can't make you stay. Darkness falls, so the stars show us the way. Firebird, will you rise up again? Stronger than before, better than you were way back when. You never know what's coming around the bend. You never know when you might need a friend. And sing for me, my Firebird, a song that I've never heard, that I never heard you sing. Not alone in this old empty world, I will be there beside you, girl. Thunder in the hail in the middle of the night, looking for a way, searching for daylight. Got a little bit of sunlight in, cutting through the fog, save you cutting up my skin. Gonna take a little piece of my soul, honey, for you I would give it you all. My Firebird, you're my Firebird. Sing for me, my Firebird, a song that I've never heard, like I never heard you sing.
Hey, that was for Carrick. Hope you enjoyed that, Carrick. One of my own songs, Firebird. I was, thank you for the clap. Thank you. I deliberately went really easy on the bass then because of what you all said before, that the bass was way too loud. So I wanted to add a little bass track to it, but I deliberately went like really easy on it, you know. So hopefully I didn't overdo it. All right. Hey, first time chat from Wunju. Bravo. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you and welcome in. BC, welcome in and thank you so much for the reserve. It's so nice to see you, BC. How are you doing? Okay, I'm going to finish off with this next one. And it happens to be Crowley's request for Hallelujah. We did this on, where are we now? It's Thursday evening now, isn't it? And I streamed on Monday evening. We did this on Monday. And yeah, it's such a great song. I'm good, thanks BC, yeah. Been working this week and very pleased to say I've got tomorrow off, which is Friday. So that means a long weekend, obviously, which is always pleasant, isn't it? Oh, I really loved it when I heard it Monday. Thanks, Crowley, thank you. Of course, the key question is, can I find it again? Oh yeah, there it is. Shuffle, shuffle, go the papers. Yeah, I'd like to play it more regularly, and then I'll probably end up making fewer mistakes with the chord changes. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Really appreciate it. Valentine's Day off, indeed. And the restaurant's all booked and everything.
Well, I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. And she tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. But from your lips she drew hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, baby, I've been here before, seen this room and I've walked this floor, you know. I used to live alone before I knew you, and I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march, it's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, there was a time when you let me know what's really going on below. Now you never show that to me, do you? But remember when I moved in you and the holy dove was moving too. Every breath you drew was hallelujah, hallelujah, and hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love is how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. And it's not a cry that you hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hey, that was for Crowley. Thank you, Crowley. Thanks for the request. Hey, thanks for the clap. Brilliant. Thank you, guys. Right, let's have a look who we might raid. Really grateful to all your support, guys. Thanks, Crowley. Thanks, Eddie.
Who else is still with us? Francine on kick. Thank you. Thanks, BC. Right, let me see who we've got that we might raid. Oh, thanks, Eddie. That was beautiful. Crowley says, I loved it. I should request this one more often. Hey, thank you. I still made a couple of little errors with some of the chord changes. But with more regular playing, I would get over that. And also with a few more annotations on my paper, I would avoid that as well. Right. Did we get raided? Amber's on. I'm just wondering. Did we? I think we got raided by Amber recently, didn't we? So let's return that favour. I love returning a raid. Wonderful. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me on my silly hat. I really appreciate it. So let me do this, and then hopefully it will give us all the raid calls and all that good stuff. I've got my new ending screen there, folks. That thing used to take forever to pop up before on the old PC. It looks like we haven't had any follows this stream though, so it's not. It's not. Mind you, it should. We've had resubs, so it should be pulling those in. Oh well, there's something else to fix. There's always something to fix with streaming, isn't there? Right, I wish all of you a wonderful weekend. I know we're not quite there yet, but won't be long. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back on Monday evening, my regular Monday stream. And let's go and show some love to Amber. Did it do the raid calls? There we are. Here's the raid calls. If they haven't been already, or have they? Oh yeah, they have. Okay, wave at them twice. All right, I'm going to hit that raid button, guys. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Take care. Bye.